Yo! Video games.
But it says super in front of it, so it's gotta be really good. Amora, I read your comment. Now
Iron Soldier 2.
97. So this was a while.
97.
This was a while in.
Iron Soldier. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the system was dead by the time this came out.
Mech Warriors.
Who had a Jaguar by 97?
Oh, this looks rough already.
This is the best looking game.
This looks rough, baby.
This is the virtual on. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So
Oh, it doesn't run like complete shit.
yeah. Don't know what.
So it's budget Mech Warrior.
Yeah.
Dude, Max, you remember
Yeah, I
that
knew
game
what
we
the
played and we had
controls
like the whole setup and shit to fucking play the big
Oh, yeah.
That was fun, man.
Oh yeah. I still have that shit. It's in storage.
Yeah, no shit. That was crazy.
We played what the Battalion Battle something. What was it called, Simmons?
I remember, man.
Wait,
The
Steel
big
Battalion?
old Steel Battalion on
my
Xbox.
God.
Yeah.
That was so sick. Like you were in the fucking the mech thing itself, and you were like trying to fucking
Use every button in the world.
yeah, it's kind of fucking. Man, is that shit? That shit is funny, man.
Yeah, that stream was from like 2016 or
Somehow
something.
put it in reverse.
I bet.
Oh.
I bet. At the time it came out, this shit was
Challenge
mad
mode.
expensive.
Oh, it was great. It was like $200.
Oh, I see.
Jesus.
Okay, I see how it is. It's like pick a direction and go. I get it.
We had one friend of ours, a friend named Rodney, that got that when it first came out. We all went to his house to see what the hell it was like.
Yeah, right.
Game kind of sucked.
Yeah, oh yeah, it did.
It was just like a neat. That was a Capcom game.
Really?
Yes.
No fucking.
It was just kind of like a neat experience that you could mess around with.
Well, the fact that he invested $200 of his dollars to play the ultimate game that played like.
Oh,
shit.
Rodney loved that sort of crazy gimmicky shit.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
But he was a big believer in like weird stuff that was unconventional. Like he believed in Xbox original. He had an N gauge.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I remember the fucking what was the Gizmondo?
Gizmodo.
Yeah, Gizmodo. Yeah. I'm big on that. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
Blown the
Damn.
fuck.
So yeah, this is about as much as the system could do.
All gone to heaven, baby. Wow.
Again, no music.
I don't think so. Don't know how to like. I don't know how to. Okay, so you hold it down. Gotcha.
Unfortunately, playing the game is a basket of ass.
Basket of ass.
2-pack ass. This one on Connect was near unplayable. This was a Connect game too.
have a punch.
No, Steel Battalion 2. They
Oh,
made on Connect.
Oh my god.
Days over here. How to get back to my machine gun, or not?
I think you're dead.
Like it's. I see what you mean.
Great game,
visually.
Simmons. Hit the reset button.
It's unfortunately kind of like a weird playing game. Dude, these images.
Just like still images.
No, just like the quality of them
Animation,
are
yeah.
so funny. That was actually kind of a neat shot. Top-down perspective. This is Robot Jocks, the game.
Yeah. So yeah, and like obviously like the first one came out whenever it did, right? Or this is because this is part 2. But yeah, I'm like, okay, so what was the system fully capable of? Because it, 64 bits and blah 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 blah. And it's like, okay, well this is about as far as it could go, which was not far.
Angry Joe did it.
Nowhere close to like a Mario
review on Steel Battalion. I'm
a
gonna
Mario
see that.
64 thing.
Yeah.
Nowhere close. Like barely able to even put texture to polygons.
Yeah.
Barely.
But Fight for Life does have textured polygons.
It does. Like, if you want to talk about actually one of the most like technically functional 3D games on this system, Fight for Life is actually it. It's goddamn awful. But believe it or not, like what that game is doing is probably like in the same vein as Virtua Fighter. It just runs like shit and plays like shit. The nice thing about VF is that it was able to push all those boundaries, but still plays good.
Yeah.
Fuck that tree.
Indestructible environments and whatever. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't say this game is good by any definition of anything, but like, okay. Like, I can kind of see where it's like, okay, why
Do you
did...
have anything except for that fucking
Yeah,
Missile.
punch?
I do have a punch.
It's not.
Stuck on something. Blow this building up.
Fuck.
Punch.
That'll do.
I feel like the concept of this game was really cool, but the execution was just off base.
Well, I guess in this 3D time frame where everything was early 3D, everything was mostly conceptual.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't until like games like Mario 64 where it's like actual good execution, right?
Yeah.
And even a lot of other 3D games that came out on N64 weren't great.
There is a game, I think it recently, if we ever do a Saturday night again. Chad, help me out here. What's the name of the game? Hudson made it. It's this mech game that has kind of Star Fox style command prompts, but they're like little anime cutscenes, and they give you commands, and it's a lot like Virtuon or this game, or like in concept, right? But
What's it on?
Saturn. And it's only on Sega Saturn, but recently, not only did they fan translate the game,
Chat says bulk slash.
Bulk Slash.
Bulk Slash.
They fan dubbed it because so much of the game was unsubtitled
Oh, I see.
voiceover, and they literally got like a whole bunch of people together to like, we're gonna voice this, we're gonna like dub it ourselves and like make it so that this game, if it came out in North America, oh my god, I didn't do that.
No, the plane was like shooting at it, trying to get to you, I think.
Yeah, destructible environments. So like, this is actually like, there's actually some interesting shit going on here under the hood. I can see what you mean.
Yeah,
It's just fucking like in a game that is not designed to be fun really in any way. It's like concept game,
It's
right?
supposed to give you the feel that you're in this giant
Yep.
freaking thing, and like that's why it's so slow and clunky. And the idea is that
Oh, you know
you're
what?
moving this thing.
You know what's wild? They don't have race driven on the Atari Jaguar.
race driving. Nah, that game was like old hat by the time the system came out.
I'm shocked that they didn't. Because
Yeah,
the race driven was also kind of a 3D.
yeah,
game.
early 3D game. It was like using like kind of like fake 3D. Well, I don't know. I know
It's
what
about
you're
as
saying.
3D as this.
Well, it looks like this, but
Yeah.
it runs at like 5 frames a second.
Yeah.
And it's funny that like Sega's like earliest efforts of 3D stuff, like virtual racing,
my
and all
God,
this
don't
shit,
play this again,
all
please.
ran at good frame rates.
For the love, Simmons, do not play this again.
What? So there you go. I mean, I just wanted to. I've never actually played that game, but I just know that like as far as like power stuff goes.